We're here in this fantastic, colorful boat, and this is going to be about a project called Flutuarte. And the lucky day is we're here with the owner of the first boat that was included in the project. Gostaria de apresentar o dono do primeiro barco do projeto. Muito obrigada por nos mostrar esse barco maravilhoso.
Meu nome é Mestre João. Há uns 6 meses atrás eu recebi 2 americanas aqui e elas então pintaram o meu barco e foi uma pintura maravilhosa, e esse trabalho delas enriqueceu muito os barcos da gente aqui, né? Era americana Nicolina e Maxime. E elas realmente fizeram um trabalho muito bonito aqui na Urca. E exatamente começaram pelo esse barco aqui.
E você escolheu o desenho ou foi elas?
Não, eu pedi a ela para fazer uma sereia no meu barco e um peixe. Acabou fazendo primeiro o peixe, que é aquele peixe que está ali, ó. E depois então ela fez a pintura aqui, em cima desse barco. Vários corações, um peixe saindo dentro do coração, e depois ela pintou esse barco aqui. Mas foi um trabalho fantástico dessas meninas. Elas deram nova vida aos barcos da gente, né?
Então, você pretende continuar pintando ou você quer dar mais
essa pintura que elas fizeram aí, a gente tem que dar uma renovada nessa arte que elas
Quanto
fizeram.
tempo atrás foi isso?
6 meses, né?
Começou
Mas aí a gente vai ter que passar um verniz aqui por cima para manter a pintura, né? Essa obra de arte que eles fizeram. É porque o próprio tempo vai, o sol e a chuva, né? Vai saindo um pouco a pintura que eles fizeram.
And also with us we have one of the main coordinators of this whole project, who will tell us how Flutuarte started and what's happening. And
well, the project started it was around February. Maxine and Nico, they were living here in Urca one day, and then Nico was walking around and she saw the fishing boats, you know, and their tops looked like floating canvases, she said. And then we talked to Master João and asked him if we could paint one of his boats, which we did the first boat, and then we did his second boat. And then as we were doing that, we thought, you know, how awesome would it be to paint all the boats in the Quadrada. We're like, yeah, that'd be cool, but you know, there's a lot of boats. We don't know if it could happen. We don't know if the fishermen are gonna like it. But then after we finished the second boat, we got approached by one of the other fishermen that had 4 boats. It's like, oh, do my boat next. And then next thing you know, it kind of spread. Yeah, it spread kind of like a happy virus, and everybody was asking us, oh, can you paint this on my boat and this on my boat? So we started inviting other artists from Rio and from all over the world. We had, I think, over 60 artists in total that came from all over the world, and then also a lot of local artists that painted all. I think the total boat was around 50 boats was the total that we finished, and it took us roughly 6 months to finish. And then once we finished, we had pictures documenting all the boats. So we just had at the Guanos Ballroom in New York, we had a show, an event showing the whole process. And then we also have a documentary that we're working on. We already have like a short version of the documentary, but we're working on a longer version because we have a lot of footage of the whole project as it came together.
so what's your idea for the future for the project?
For this project in itself, I think Flutuarte is pretty much done in here in Urca, but it's the bigger part of it is called the Free Art Society, and that's pretty much the group that started the project. The whole point of the Free Art Society is to, you know, the free part in the Free Art Society is free in a lot of different ways. You know, like we're freeing the art from like the normal institutions. It's free because we don't charge anything. It's free because it interacts with different mediums, so it's not like there's no set rules or set ways to do anything. That's the whole point of the Free Art Society. And then through Flutuarte, now we're bringing Free Art Society from New York to Rio. That's my vision for the future, is to bring the Free Art Society.
The connection.
Yeah.
So if it's, I think it's a fantastic idea to have art freed from any sort of restriction, but in a practical sense, how do you make it possible? Even the paint, and obviously you had the boats as the canvases donated for free, but it's volunteers.
Well, yeah, it was all volunteer. We did fundraisers. We went out on the boats. Actually, we had a few boat trips to help raise funds. We had
For tourists.
Yeah, for tourists and then friends of the Free Art Society and the artists. But also we had a lot of donations come from the United States, where the Free Art Society stayed, so there was a lot of support coming from there.
Okay.
But yeah, that's definitely the hardest part, is getting support to do all these
Oh, I
things.
hear you.
There's just so many different projects that we want to encompass, but the hardest part is just to get the support.
Yeah, finding support. And then free time to do more.
Yeah, the free time we have, you know, I mean, like, we live, I don't know, like a lot of the people that work at the Free Art Society, we live for this, you know, we live for arts, we live to make the world a better place and more beautiful, so it's easy to find free time when you love something, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, every project that we do, we always try to have like a community sense behind it to enhance the community, not only through the art itself, but to bring something new to the community. And what happened here in Urca is that it created a new tourism point.
Como esse projeto ajudou na sua área? Como você percebeu coisas que mudaram?
A gente faz parte da Associação de Pescadores da Urca. E o nosso forte aqui sempre foi pescaria. E esse projeto fomentou muito turismo nas ilhas aqui do Rio de Janeiro, né? Nas ilhas tropicais do Rio de Janeiro. Esse projeto foi super importante porque basicamente a gente só vivia da pesca. E com esse projeto fomentou muito turismo no Rio de Janeiro, né? E foi de muita importância porque hoje a gente faz em torno de 50% de pescaria e 50% de turismo náutico, né?
E que
nas
foi...
ilhas tropicais do Rio de Janeiro.
E antes deste projeto?
Antes era só pescaria.
100%.
E como a pescaria hoje ela já é muito fraca, a gente não encontra mais peixe como tinha antigamente, o rendimento da gente era muito baixo, entendeu? E com esse projeto aí deu uma nova vida aos pescadores da Urca. E hoje em dia a gente faz muito turismo náutico em função desse projeto. E isso aí...
As pessoas querem pegar seu barco, tudo colorido, bonitinho.
Isso aí, a Associação de Pescadores da Urca tem muito a agradecer a Nicolina, a Maxime, todo o projeto aqui.